hello there. Excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you so late. May I ask your name? Oh, then I did come the right way. I understand your automata can navigate this place just fine, no issues at all, but that's not so easy for us humans, you know. This place is a maze. Oh, my purpose here. Ah, yes. My apologies for rambling. Well, to put simply, but I would like to adopt you, if you're willing. Yes, I understand that adopt is not the usual term for this arrangement. May I sit here? It is, however, a term I find much more appropriate given the situation. You see, I've heard my share of stories about you, the highly esteemed automaton, known for their unwavering ability to handle seemingly whatever task is thrown at them. You command a high price, and yet you must still have an endless number of contracts. How exhausting that must be. All the more impressive, then, to be so unfazed by it. To put it simply, I would have something of a long-term assignment for you. You'd be living with me for the duration, hence my choice of the word adopt. Would you be interested? As an uncontracted automaton, I know that you are in fact free to refuse potential assignments. Automaton Labor Code 1198.3 subsection B. Of course I've done my research. With you I have to. Anyway, in your words, yes, I would like to contract you on the condition you would like me to. But there are many things I can do which I was not built for. Might that be the same for you? You consent without even knowing what it is specifically that I plan to ask of you. A brave one you are, but wasn't the goal of the Recommission Center to remove implicit and forced consent contracts? Are you somehow not required to at least read the contract before you're allowed to sign it? However... And you can't do that? Isn't having them automatically approved a violation of the Labor Code? The very same 1198.3b, isn't it? Sure, that law was agreed upon by both sides, but how does that... Oh, I see. You're the only one with that provision in place. You used loopholes in the rules, didn't you? Well, if you're so certain of your decision, shall we head back down to the reception and formalize everything? Great. Oh, but, would you lead the way? I may have gone a bit lost on my way up here. Alright. Now we just need to... Hi. I'm here to formally activate the contract I submitted to be validated recently. I understand you just need my name and contract number. Kalani Raylan. Contract number 998524A. Final chance. I can assure you you'll be treated well, but... You are sure. Okay then. And here's the payment. Is there anything else? No? Sounds good. Thank you. Now, I trust I won't have any issues from you. You're held in quite high regard, you know. I'd hate for that to be misplaced. Good. Let's go then. Actually, wait a moment. Here, put this on. It's a bit chilly outside tonight. Sure, but being able to tolerate it doesn't mean it's pleasant. It's up to you. The jacket is yours, though. I insist. Yes, this carriage is ours. It'll take us to your new home for the foreseeable future. Go on, after you. Take us to the manor, if you would, please. So, have you figured out who I am yet? Oh, I didn't say my name, did I? Yes, I'm Lord Kalani Raylan, overseer of the crystal mines at the eastern end of the kingdom. Well, being born into this life is not a choice I made, of course. I merely seek to do what I can with the advantages I have been given, fairly or otherwise. Oh, heavens no. I'll never have you work the mines. It is, indeed, a rather beautiful sight, although it's hardly a pleasant place to work. We take pride in not having any even sentient automata there consistently. But no, I've got a much more appropriate assignment for a premier class 1 automaton such as yourself. Or, well, appropriate from one angle, I suppose. All will be answered in due time, I promise, once you reach the manor. But for now, tell me a story. That's right. Maybe something about your last contract. Or not, if you'd... I see. So that's how it was. I see, I see. And what did you think of that contract? I just want to understand what you might think of mine. I am, of course, glad you should find your job suitable, convenable. However, let me rephrase the question. Did you like your time with that contract? I am, of course, glad that you should find your job suitable, convenable. However, let me rephrase the question. Did you like your time with that contract? Well, I hope you do not find this one overly displeasant. Ah, here we are. Thank you. May you have a good night. Come on. Let's get you inside and I'll show you around. Hey, steady. Don't fall over. Hey, are you okay? You spaced out on me for a moment. Is this something that happens to you often? Even more severe than I thought. Nothing, just talking to myself. Anyway, as I was saying, let's get you inside. Better than staying out here in the cold. Welcome, welcome. It's a bit ostentatious, I know. In my defense, though, I inherited it like this, and making any meaningful changes to it would just be a headache. I'm sure you know how nobility are. But that's neither here nor there. This manor is what it is, and I've learned to call it home. And I hope you will learn to call it so as well, if only temporarily. Follow me, if you would. This is obviously the foyer. Down that hallway is the kitchen, the part of the basement, and similar. And that way lies the Great Hall. And this way you'll find the bedrooms, the study, and the library. We have perhaps the largest book collection save the royal castles. I'm sure you could find something that would catch your interest. And here you are. This room shall be yours. I could not know your preferences in advance, so I hope it is to your liking, but if there's anything you should wish to have added or changed, just let me know. We can arrange for it, okay? Glad to hear it. Is there anything you require for the moment? Food, drink, a blanket, anything? No? Well, I'm quite hungry myself. How about I go grab some food from the kitchen real quick and let you take a few moments to acclimate yourself to the space, or perhaps explore this side of the manor. I'll be back shortly, and we can go over the real nature of this contract, as I'm sure quite eager to, knowing you. No. You are correct. We have not met before. But as I said at the Recommission Center, I've heard stories about you. Don't worry. I've only heard good things. Okay. I shall be back in just a moment. Alright, I'm back. Oh, little Meow came to find you. And there she goes. Impatient, are we? to know what I have waiting for you? Impatient, are we, to know what I want from you? Well, I think it's more what I want for you, but yes, we can have this conversation now. May I sit with you on the bed? Well, to be quite fair, I wasn't lying when I said I was looking to adopt you earlier. Make no mistake, I could in no way ever take you as a mid-pet. Nor am I nearly presumptuous enough to expect you to fall in love with me. Rather, I wish to hire you as a social companion, a friend if you will. Maybe an older sibling, as, despite your form, you've lived far longer than I. I don't know. Semantics aren't important. You think you can't become my friend just because you're an automaton? Just some machine who's numb to the world, who's only good for following orders? Let me tell you, you're wrong. Yes, you're an automaton, but you're also a person. A fact I think you've forgotten over the years. I want you to know that, while I do also have an ulterior motive, I expect you to believe you are a good fit for this job. I did choose you specifically for it, after all. No, see, that's what I like so much about this plan. That whole, if that's what you wish thing you do is going to be your undoing. What I wish for is for you to take care of yourself. I may have you help around the manor so you don't drive yourself insane, but I want you to act as your own person and do whatever it is that you want to do. Understood. Good. Now, I can tell you're still unconvinced, so... Are you aware that you stand out, even among automata, in terms of your productivity, yes? And you take pride in this, do you not? And it is that pride which enables you to continue outpacing others, no? And is it true you work with some automata better than others? Because they are more or less motivated, more or less prone to talking, more or less forgiving, relaxed, modest, etc. Is that not the definition of a personality? Pride, too, is an emotion. If I were to tell you that you had disappointed me and I would return you to the center, I know full well how strongly you would feel guilt, shame, pain. You avoid making requests because you are afraid of backlash. Those are all emotions. Am I wrong? Rather, I think you've just forgotten what the positive emotions are. That is why I brought you here. Come closer. I know that you take pride in your work, and I want you to know that I have no wish to diminish that. It is a good thing to want to be proud of your actions, but it is also a good thing to take care of yourself, and I know you're not doing that. When we first got here, and you briefly fell into a daze, you were unsteady on your feet and your eyes glazed over. That shouldn't be normal, you know. But when I came back here and I saw you petting the kitten, you had a faint smile on your face. And you looked at peace. Here, let go of me for a second. I know. I'm just going to set the fire. I like this room because it's one of the ones with a fireplace. While I'm getting this fire started, why don't you pick up some clothes from the wardrobe over there? Find something comfortable to wear. I understand your concern, but I promise not to look at you while you change. I'll be busy over here with the fire, okay? Okay, fire's going. Did you find some comfortable clothes? Good. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to change as well. I didn't watch you, so you have to promise not to watch me, okay? Get under the covers and lay down, okay? Yes, just like that. Are you comfortable with me wrapped around you like this? Why? I thought I told you. You're an automaton, but... Automata deserve cuddles too, you know. If it's okay with you, then let's fall asleep like this, okay? Hey, that is my wish, but we just talked about this. That's better. I know I said that this is going to be difficult for you, especially at first. I just hope you'll forgive me for all this. But as I said, I do genuinely believe you'll be a good fit for this job. You've been alive for so long, and done so many things I could never imagine. You must have habits of noticing things I'd never think to pay attention to. You know so many things, useful and otherwise. Have interesting stories to tell, like the one you told me on the carriage right here. I think you and I are gonna have a lot of fun together. Sleep well, and let the moon watch over us. Or, well, appropriate from one angle, I suppose. Just a casualty, a plane landing outside. Don't worry, I can wait. I can wait.